Welcome to the Blackboard Collaborate training. What is Collaborate? Collaborate is a virtual classroom where you'll be able to go through Blackboard and meet with your professor and other students online. Today's tutorial is going to cover how to access Collaborate, the settings in the icons, the virtual whiteboard, and how to share a document. Before you get started, you're going to make sure that you have high-speed internet that works very well. Hardwired in is the best, but if you have good Wi-Fi, that'll work. You're going to need a webcam and a microphone, and you'll want to open Blackboard using Google Chrome because that is the preferred browser. Now, let's look at how we access Collaborate in Blackboard. The professor will tell you where in the course the link is. Ours is under Collaborate Room Online Meeting, and the name of our session today is PowerPoint Presentation. So when I find the session link, PowerPoint Presentation, I'll click on it and it'll take me directly into the Collaborate meeting. Inside of Collaborate, you'll see who else is already present at the session, and we have Hollywood on moderator, who is the professor, and some icons on the screen. Let's review the icons. We have the My Settings icon, Share Audio, Share Video, and Raise Your Hand. You've just logged on, so you want to check your settings. So the icon at the bottom in the middle that says My Settings, if you click on that, it'll show you the volume of your speaker and your microphone so that you know now how people can hear you and how well you can hear them. Also, right above that is use your phone. If you don't have great internet connection and it keeps cutting in and out, you can go to My Settings and get a phone number to dial into the call, which will give you access to the Collaborate session audio. I'm going to close this link by clicking on the X in the lower right hand corner. The little green X over My Settings means that you're present. If you need to step away, you can click on that and it lets the professor know that you've stepped away, and you can click on it again to let the professor know you're back. Next to My Settings is Share Audio. This is how you're going to share your mic with the professor and the rest of the students. So you click on the Share Audio icon and it says that you are now sharing it. If you need to mute it, you would click on the same icon again. To the right of that is Share Video. You click on that and it wants to give you a moment to make sure that the video is good and everything in it's appropriate and it can be seen. And then you click on Share Video again and your video comes up in the left-hand corner of your screen, and the other students and the professor also see you at the bottom of the screen. The presenter will be in the middle of the screen. So those are the icons at the bottom middle. Let's go back to these choices we had over in the Collaborate panel on the right lower corner. If you click on the left arrow and open the Collaborate panel, it defaulted to My Settings because that's what we clicked on earlier. At the bottom of the screen on the right, you see the chat icon. It's just a little bubble. To the right of that is the participants icon. It'll tell you who's in the meeting. And to the right of that, Share Content. Let's click on the bubble to chat. When the professor's speaking or a student's speaking and you want to ask something without interrupting, you can write in the chat button box, like please repeat. So it says say something, you just type. You hit enter and the message will appear on the faculty member's screen. They can also write back to you and the message will appear right below here. In the same little say something entry box, there's a smiley face for an emoji. If you click on the down arrow, there are other preloaded emojis. So if the professor says, do you guys agree? Hit a thumbs up. If you disagree, hit a thumbs down. You can click on the thumbs up, and then you still have to hit enter for it to show up on everybody else's screen. So that's how you chat. To the right of chat is participants. And this shows who the moderator is, which is the professor, Hollywood. And below that, which participants or students are present. And you'll see just us, just you, Virginia Beach. You can hover to the little icon to the right, and it says we have a great network connection. so we know that our internet's good. Down below, back to the participants icon, to the right of that is a little square with an arrow in it, and when you hover over it, it says Share Content. If the professor has uploaded content for you to see in advance, when you click on Share Content, you'll see whatever's been shared with you. This is also where you'll go to share content with others. And then to the right is the My Settings button that takes you back to the information we've already looked at. We're going to close the X, and that'll close the Collaborate panel, so click on the X and you're back to the main screen. Now the professor is going to share a virtual whiteboard with you. The virtual whiteboard appears on your screen, and you'll be able to write in this, the professor can write in this, other students can write in this. When the virtual whiteboard appeared, some icons at the top also appeared. We have a select button, a pointer, a pencil, shapes, and text. So if the professor is giving you some information in the whiteboard, so the professor has just typed 4 + 4 = 8. You, if you'd like, will be able to follow along, and maybe the professor wants you to circle the answer. You'll click on the shape. There's 3 choices of shapes: a rectangle, ellipse, and a line. The ellipse is just a circle. Draw the circle and put it wherever you want it to be. So you're not the only one drawing circles. If it gets a little confusing, or if the professor wants to erase some things, they'll be able to erase everything that was put on the whiteboard. So we have the pencil, where you can actually turn your mouse into a drawing tool, and then by deselecting the pencil, your tool can go to a pointer, or select something that might be on the board. And then if you click on the T for text, that actually starts a text box that you'll be able to use your keyboard to write in, and you can change the color of your text. So that's how the whiteboard works. Now the professor's going to share a document with you and show you how you can draw on that. The professor had a slide loaded of the heart and has been talking about different parts of the heart, and would like you to circle the coronary artery. You'll go to the top of the screen, find the shape, click on the shape that you'd like to use, and then draw it around the area that the professor has asked you to highlight. The professor can clear anything on the screen for the PowerPoint. If there are more slides, they can go through each one of them and they'll appear on your screen just like this heart does. Now it's your turn to present, and the professor is going to change your status from participant to presenter, and you're going to upload your PowerPoint. You are now the presenter, and you're going to upload your PowerPoint. We're going to look to see how we know we're the presenter when you hit the arrow, and then down in the right-hand corner we have participants. If you click on participant, you'll see Virginia Beach is now the presenter. We're going to go back down to the bottom of this area and click on the Share Content arrow, just a file with an arrow in it. And we have 3 choices that aren't there until you're a presenter, but now that you're a presenter, you can share a blank whiteboard. That's kind of cool. You can share an application, which would be something on your desktop you have open, like Google Chrome. Or you can share a specific file. We're going to share a file, a PowerPoint slide. So we're going to click on Share File. And it'll give you an option to either drop and drag the file here, or to click on the plus sign to add the file. So we're going to click on the plus sign and locate our file. It's on the desktop, and it's the NCLEX slide. So we have Kaplan NCLEX strategies. I found my slide. I'm going to open it. It's loading the file. It'll take a moment. If you get an error message and it doesn't load right away, you might need to click on it again, but it did load the Kaplan NCLEX strategy PowerPoint. Now, once it's in this area, I go down to the bottom and click on Share Now, and everyone can see my screen with the slide. I have the same icons at the top where I can draw on my slide. I can use the shape to circle something on my slide, or I can use a line and underline something while I'm talking and then forward from one slide to the next. When you're no longer the presenter, the faculty member will make you back into the participant status and make the next participant a presenter. So you're going to stop sharing in the corner right above your slide. It goes back to the moderator's picture. We're going to close our Collaborate panel and then continue with the rest of the presentations. When the faculty member has called the meeting to an end, you'll go up in the top left-hand corner where the 3 lines are. This is your session menu. And at the bottom of your session menu, you'll be able to leave the session, and you can fill out a survey if you want to tell how it went with the voice, mic, and video, or you can just skip the survey and it'll log you out. Thank you.